Hello everyone, so picking off where we last were, I'm going to start with the side quest that we have, where is just over there, and then I'll continue, or I guess this is my main scenario quest, I had it backwards. Side quest is turning up there, and other side quests, this is the main scenario quest, and we need to obviously collect the stolen wares. And there's obviously a fight with that one. And so I don't forget, and do that, turn that on. And we have more. Whatever these hooded salter hood people. Which seems super duper weak. I could have almost used my... Oh, and obviously that person has the same quest. I don't think I can help them because it's their main scenario quest. If it was a side quest, I know I would be able to help them. Yeah. So that was quick. I could almost have used my ninja. AKA rogue. Just zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit. And port lane. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? I do indeed. Stolen wares. Goods bound for market and stolen by a band of heretics. And it says the same thing with all three of them. I'm not sure why they weren't stacked. Maybe because they were different shapes. Anyway, God's bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... Ah, but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me! A draconian rosary! Rosary! In the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Helenart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenart. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Okay. And I guess we'll talk to Carliol. Sir Carliol has something very important to tell you. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. What about my chocobo here? Or my Goobu Sproutling? Anyway, Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helenart for years prior to the calamity. We must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak of him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you are a friend. Now go! On my way, sir. And that is up there. Oh, that's a level 44. That's why it's not available. So we will head up and warn... I think that's up on the hill, based on the angle of that too. Warn this person of the accusation against him now. Oops. It's in here, as it were. Lord Francis. Yes? You look as though you have something to say, do you? So you have options of I seek an audience with the bearers of the White Lily, I will go whither the wild rose blooms, and is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? And that's the one we're going with, the Edelweiss one. I see. Sir Calior has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Coerthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. Well, you're being accused of being a heretic. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to the proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt. This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. I may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harsifont of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. And so we will head that way, and also turn in that side quest that we had to turn in over there. And just to show, it's up over here. So we'll turn in that side quest first, and then I will talk to Harsifont, or Harsifont, and then obviously depending on what that directs us, I will then pick up all the other side quests and do those, as those are probably something that we could do as well. And I meant to hit that. Yeah, I don't think my rogue would be a good idea to use just yet, because it is still level 30, but almost level 31, but that's still a 7 level difference, so yeah. Theobalin. You seek Theobalin? I am he. A ring? Talk sense, adventurer. And the silvery ring of his deceased son. This is my wife's naming ring. This is my wife's naming ring. This is my wife's naming ring, which I took off her cold fingers so many years ago. I gave it to her son after his swearing of the sword. You need not look so beetled-browed, adventurer. I know what this means. My son is dead. My line is ended. Yes, I know what this means. There was a patrol out of Skyfire Locks last night that was killed to the last man. Was he one of them? Ah, then he died well, for I heard they brought down 2 dragons before the fire came for them. In every generation of my family, at least one son has died in the crusade. I scarce remember my father, who fell manning the ballista at the locks, and I am the last of 3 brothers. I had 4 sons and a daughter. 2 of the boys did not live to see their first name day. My wife died in childbirth with the 3rd. Sickness took my daughter along with her babes. Yet our honor is intact, for my son gave his life to the cause. Would that he had known more days, fought more battles ere he fell. That is my only regret. Thank you for the message. You lack no courage to make your way to Coerthas in these troubled times. And now we will go talk to Harsifont, who is over in this building. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray, tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter of which you require assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas before the calamity 5 years ago? I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. And now, as you can see, we have more side quests. But first we'll talk to Lord Haurchefant. Lord Haurchefant has a humble request. If I happen to select accept. It may take some time before I receive any information regarding your missing airship. While you wait, mayhap you might indulge me a small favor? It is obvious to me that you know much and more of the ways of war. I ask that you share the knowledge with our knights so that they might be better prepared when next the Dravonian horde strikes. One of my veteran knights is presently conducting a training session just beyond our western gate. Pray seek him out and introduce yourself. He will explain how you can help. And whatever. How many ways can a man die well? Corentai today wishes to speak to you of this and more. A word, adventurer. House Fortemps has just called a reward on the snow wolves that harass our supply trains. These creatures are the most dangerous when young and starved, and this litter of 4 is both. I lost 2 good men to these wolves. Had they been knights, the hunting horns would have sounded ere their blood had rusted. I would see you avenge them, and the reward is a fair one. Bring back the hides and we shall both gain what we seek. And Yael. Not all knights are indifferent to the plight of common folk, and Sir Yael, one such earthbound warrior, wants a word with you. Adventurer, I hear you like a good hunt. The common folk tell me they have lost a good many of their animals to an ogre. Their petitions have come to naught, and so they come to me, and I in turn come to you. We must needs have a decoy for this hunt, but I would not ask the folk to risk more of their livelihood. Let us use my own beloved Sebastian to lure this ogre out into the open. Oh, he is my darling Carcool. A wise knight keeps her own source of wool. Yes, Sebastian has clothed me since I came to this camp and will someday feed me too, no doubt. But today you will return him to me safe and sound. I hope so. And we'll pick up the side quest that's over here. Is it up there? Or is it out here? Oh, it's up there. Okay. So, we need to go up. Oops, I said we need to go up. And, well, we'll pick up these ones that are over here, because they're, like, right here. Edwin. When a merchant is wroth, there is usually coin to be made in solving a problem, and Edwin is looking very wroth indeed. Hey you! No time for niceties. I'm waiting on Ceruleum. That Uldon cutpurse what calls himself a trader is late with his shipment. Ceruleum burns like an alewife in winter, and there's no going without it to make the fire sand for the ballistas. Curse that, since God. What does he think we're fighting here? Ladybugs? You look like you'd enjoy a spot of heat. Find out where my ceruleum order is. Go to Sinscott and, lean on him a little. Question him, like. I tell you, those old uns, been keen on being paid, not keen on doing their work. Present company excluded, of course. Can trust him, especially that lot in the Sapphire Avenue exchange. Stammer, 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 stammer. Belmont. Or Belmont. Sharp of eyes and broad of smile, Belmont is a hard man to resist when he has a request, and he appears to have one now. Probably Belmont. Anyway, well met, sister in Driddery. I'm a sellsword myself, but I doubt this lot here rates that any higher than adventurers. But I can't complain. I have 3 squares and a clean straw enough to sleep in, even if I moil all day for it. Anyhow, though, thought I'd share some of the work with you today. A wagon bound for House Forthams broke its wheel shaft on the way, and sent word they'd be half a day late. Ain't showed up yet. They're on the east road. Those leg of yours won't find it too far. I've got my own donkey work to see to, but we'll have a mug of something when you return. And so then we'll head over here. And I guess the quest is here. Eugenot. Sir Eugenot is looking more vexed than usual, as his eyes scan the camp for a very special someone, namely you. Okay. I have it on good authority that dragons have once again been spotted around the Steel Vigil, yet it would not serve to send knights to the area, considering the entirely disgraceful hurly-burly over Lord Francil. Will you investigate the Steel Vigil in her stead? Or Vigil. I'm pretty sure it's Vigil, but... Okay, and we need to go in here, I think. It's either that or it's in that building, but if this doesn't open, yeah, it's gonna be down there. Or not there, but you know. Be over here. Oh, you can hop up here. I didn't think you could. Well, things you learn. Now the question is, how do I get down without hurting myself? Oh, my chocobo made it down. I don't think there's any way to fall down without hurting yourself, but anyway. Ah, yes, this building. I need to go up here, over this way. And as you can see, there's at least 3. Medule. The Charlians say there's no greater generals than old women with naught to lose, and Medule's steely gaze says she means to send you to war. I had a son once, a fine boy. Maybe if he'd lived, he would have found a fine girl like you, and I'd be dandling a grandchild on my knee. But he wandered into the ogre's belly in a blizzard, and one of the beasts in there killed him. I'm neither a knight nor a maid, but I tell you my heart cries out for vengeance, nay, justice, even after all these years. I want to go to my grave knowing a creature will blight another life. I won't go to my grave knowing that a creature will blight another life as it did mine. Take all that I have left, but slay the Gorgotar. Here, this is a bottle of Karaku blood. Pour it out and the scent will draw the creature. It doesn't care what kind of blood it is, you see. Once it senses prey, you'll be ready, won't you? Most indubitably. Julene. Only Ishgard would have an actual Valley of Death, conveniently located nearby. A lady nobly born seeks an adventurer to walk in its shadow. Know you a gorge called Witch Drop? Sharp as claws and hard as steel? It is where those suspected of heresy are judged by the Inquisition. The guilty would fly to escape death, using the power granted them by the Dravanians, and the temple archers would put an arrow through their black hearts. The innocent would break upon the gorge flow, their purity proven. Their souls would ascend to Halone's halls and there await their loved ones. The one I loved was judged at Witch Drop. He went to his death with a rosary upon him. I carved the crystals myself. I had only made 4 before he was taken. I think that mayhap the beads lie forgotten on the floor of that gorge. They say you have keen eyes, closed lips, and a kind heart. Will you find the rosary for my heart's succor? I do not expect all 4 beads, but please, good adventurer, as many as you can. Kinda sounds like a witch hunt. Duchess Nell would prevail upon a passing adventurer to search for his wayward daughter. That daughter of mine, when she has a mind to do a thing, there's no stopping her. She's gone off to the Weeping Saint, alone. I've told her time and again it's not safe with all the unbelievers about. You're one of those fearless, fire-breathing adventurers, aren't you? I'm not a dragon, if that's what you're asking. Normally I'd tell you to stay away from my fine, high-spirited lass, but right now I bid you go in hot pursuit to the Weeping Saint and bring her back safe and sound. Yes, sir. And so we just need to find that last quest, which is hiding on me. Is it up there? Because I don't think you can get up there. Well, the only other location I haven't tried is not back there, but is in here. I don't think you can go in there. No, you can't go in there either. It sure seems like it's up there, but how do I get there is the question. Oh, I see. Because I went the other way too. Duh. Sometimes I wonder. And I could have been doing this much faster. And a turn. And hello. Arthur O is eager to ask a service on a cold and windy night. Truth is, I used to be gulled when I pulled fire duty, but I've come to thank me lucky stars. In Coerthas, stolen warm beats stolen cold any time. No complaints about the warmth, to be certain. We're short-handed here, though, so dim have our lights grown. 'Tis no wonder a patrol mistook the wisps for the stronghold. The north wind blows hard tonight. Will you patrol the braziers and light those that are dark? Brrr! Listen to that shriek. Sometimes I swear that the very climes have declared war against us. Here, take this bit of live coal to light the braziers with. And it's very realistic to my current real weather. Minus 46 degrees Celsius. And nope, that's not a joke. With wind chill, that is. Unlit brazier. Smoldering coal. Red-hot piece of carbonized wood that can be used to light bonfires. Hello, Sid and Elfino. I'll talk to you in a second. So it's 2, 3. Not sure where the other 2 are. They are somewhere anyway. Ah, up there. There we go. And we may as well turn in that. Actually, no, I just spotted a door. I wonder if you can go through it. Nope. Okay. So I will, well, let's see. We will prioritize these in such a way for the map. So all of those seem like they're over here. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so they're all that way. So we'll start with those. and then cycle through them. I wasn't expecting to have so many side quests, otherwise I would pick them up and we'll talk to Sid and Elfnor on our way back in. So we will head over this way first. Actually, we have to head over this way first. Okay, so over here is where we need to talk to Sebastian, the sheep. Hello. That I think. Brambleweed rope. A thick, sturdy rope, something, 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 something. And obviously we need to kill some wolf pups, so I might as well do that. And... we need to take... tether Sebastian to the decay spot, which is obviously over there. So over here, what do we need to do? Yes, the wagon. So we will scoop up and do this. And just be careful where you go, because those are level 49. And also, be careful of the ground there. I almost fell. That would have hurt. See, this wagon is unfortunately been attacked by the XL, and thus the people are dead. And yes, that's a very steep drop, so just be careful when you're running around this section here. And yes, it continues over there, so don't just assume that there's similar spots. And we may as well grab those two, because we probably need 4 of them, I think it was. I'll find out shortly. There we go. Yeah, we need 4 of them, or at least 4 hides, so it's going to end up being more than 4. Hopefully not. But we need to head this way, and I think we actually need to head down into here. Oh. Well, we'll get that on our way back out. So there is a path. And as you can see, there's a snow mound there. And these. You can avoid them for the most part. Might not be able to avoid this one though. We will see. I might be lucky. Skeleton soldier. So we have 4 more. Oh, that was close. So there's 1, 2, 3 over there, and then the other one's over there. We found 1 bead. And we found another skeleton soldier. If I didn't know any better, I would say I was playing Diablo. And the next one is over here. And if I time it right, I should be able to avoid. that one. I probably won't be able to avoid it this time. Oh. And I'm sneaky. I avoided it. And then we have another skeleton soldier. Of course. And some random person who I will ignore for now. Because we don't need to speak to him. So I will close that out and have that on the focus. Close that one out and have that one on the focus. So we need to go there, 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 and there, and there. So actually we'll head this way because there is a pathway out here, I believe. And we might have to have gone this way anyway, except I think we... Ooh, blinding. I think we have to go upwards anyway. And look at that, we avoided them. And yes, as my minimap is telling me, we have some sort of monster or creature to fight. Oh, that could be the wolf pups. And I'm guessing that probably is. So we have those to fight. And hopefully we get the last, I think it's the hide that we need still. We just need the one. So, and we did indeed get that. So I will close focus and have that. So now we just have these to do. And the main scenario quest, of course, is on the other side, but that's okay. We have to go back that way anyway. So we have to go here. Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna not see us, but maybe I'll just run away. Because I want to get that done. Let's see. Are you gonna follow us? Nope, you're not. Ha ha ha. So we need to, I believe this is to tether. Yes, Cool. It wouldn't have worked if it wasn't. And then we need to hide here. Now I'm not going to move over more because then that'll spot me again. Molten Maw Ogre. And poor Sebastian, being used as bait. Also, it has a little bell. It's really cute. See, look at that. Look at a little bell. It's so cute. Sebastian spawns. I bet you it's gonna run away. You lose Sebastian from his bonds. Leave him be and he will make his own way back. Oh, I guess he'll stay there then. So we need to head over that way. So we will do that. I think I have to go through here. And of course there's the will-o-wisp fate right now. Well, I will ignore those even though they were not ignoring me. And as you see, there's a Tauros there, which I will also ignore and try to avoid. And in here... I will try my best. Yes, we need to go over here. And hopefully that Tauros also ignores me. I'll find out shortly. Knight's effects. What are we doing? This? Caracal Blight, I guess? Again, it wouldn't have worked if that wasn't it. And... Coerthas. I'm just gonna... There we go. And so I will jump on the carbuncle because then I can run away from everything. And I can't remember if there's an exit here. I don't think there is, but I will find out shortly. I do see an exit over there, so maybe there is. Ah. That's kind of a drop. Well, that's good enough, because then we can just go up here. Ha 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 ha. And I don't care if that follows me, because I can just ignore it. So now we need to head northward to go over there. And then I'll do that one first, and then head back and go over to that one. And then I will teleport back to Camp Dragon Head. And as you see, there's an ogre who's very... oh, dear. Okay. Another hunt. Avoid! Avoid! Little tiny dragon. So, we need to head this way and go into that cave over there. Actually, keep forgetting that there's a little cave thingy over here. As we run through the water, which is probably ice cold. Good thing the carbuncle can't feel it. And there's some random lady in here. Ah yes, the daughter. The foolish, foolish daughter. Hello. My father sent you to fetch me back? My, he must be overstrung. He usually mislikes adventurers. He knows very well that I must have the blessed water, and one can hardly get it anywhere else. Father means well, but I cannot have him ordering me home and insisting on armed chaperones. This war is older than he or his own father. What does he mean to do? Hide me away to the tea caddy and hope that the war ends before I'm old and grey? Still, I'm not incessant to the dangers. Will you keep watch while I fetch the water? Who knows, you may discover an unbeliever in the woodworks. So I guess we need to go there. I shall ride the carbuncle because I want to avoid those, and the fastest way to do that would be to be sneaky like that. And suspicious fellow. So do you think he's suspicious? Suspicious fellow. What truck have I with you, or you with me, huh? All may partake of the saint's tears, or do you not believe that I am worthy? I am. I know what you're thinking, adventurer woman, I do. You're as transparent as the water there, the water she's taking. You think I'm one of those unbelievers? I find your accusations vile and remove myself from your foul... I find your accusations vile and remove myself from your foul presence. Dull dagger. And we, of course, need to go talk to her, because why couldn't it just be easy and head back to town? Oops, see, that was close. What's wrong, and what is it that you have in your hand? Dull knife. The only thing dull about this knife is its luster. The blade, on the other hand, appears sharp enough to cut through bone. 'Tis no soldier's weapon, and none but knights have leave to bring a weapon into a holy place. Perhaps there really was a heretic here, or I have somehow summoned one by my careless chest. I shall return to Camp Dragonhead forthwith. I am not easy in I am not easy in my mind. Kind adventurer, you do best not to linger. Kind of amazing that you can make it out with, you know, so those ogres in the way, but, yeah. This, of course, she's a ninja, too. So, as I said, I'll head down and do that side quest over there, which is on the other side of this giant castle thing. Which is actually the stone vigil, but, yeah, I think. Pretty sure that's it, because there's the dungeon. I think there? Anyway. You'll avoid stuff as best as we can. Need to go this way. Injured for 10th century. Well, we're not going to do the fate with you, sorry. Maybe some other time. And now I just need to run westward. And by run, I clearly mean riding my chocobo. Carbuncle, I was doing so well, and obviously you see we need to go in here. And I should be fine as long as I'm in here. Dragonfly. I'm actually going to move it over here. Because then I won't be spotted by the downing Avis, just to save some time. And a few more hits. There we go. And interacting with the worm-eaten almanac. And as I said, I will teleport to Camp Dragonhead. And I will turn in the side quests first. And then I will proceed with the main scenario quest, since it's kind of on the other side. So we'll start by talking with Belmont here. Belmont. I made good time. What news? Ixal got 'em all, huh? Poor sods. I tell you, the high and mighty around these parts don't even see in black and white. They see in dragon and not dragon. You know of what I speak. All manner of nasties that don't breathe fire kill just as many men. Well, that's neither here nor there for them. Ain't nothing to me either, I suppose. This place, not enough men, not enough arms, and cold enough to make a man piss ice. I tell you, coming west to offer my services was mayhap less wise than I thought. This is a chill that even a bowl of muntai soup won't cure. To be in Gridania again. And we'll yoink the vitality ones, even though we don't need them, and we'll speak to Belmont again, who apparently has a quest for us. Belmont affects a sellsword's cynicism, but that god's quiver in him dies hard. So urgently does he seek a scout that he will hire one himself. I hail from Gridania Desert, sister. Fighting Ixal is what we do there, but I sure didn't expect to see them in these mountains. I know these shite birds and they're up to something. It's nothing I can go to my employer with, it's just a feeling. But whenever I get this feeling in the 12's wood and nothing got done, something bad bit us in the arse. I have not had a moment to spare, and the feeling grows stronger. It ill becomes a sellsword to part with his own guild in this manner. But will you enter the Ixali lair to the east and see if there are any clues to be found? I might be able to do that. And I believe we have... right. Jumping on the carbuncle. See, I didn't say chocobo that time. And obviously I need to go this way. And talk to the dude over there for having lit up the Keeper's ears. Arthurl. All done. Come closer to the fire. You're looking a mite blue. It gladdens my heart to know that all the braziers are lit tonight, giving freely of their light and warmth. Yes, dull and warm, and of some import. And as I've said, I have no complaints about the warmth. Not a one. I will take your word for it. Uh-huh. We'll jump down there, and then there. And so then I will jump on the carbuncle again. Haha, I said it right this time. I will go in there after I do the main scenario quest because, yeah. So there's the quest here. You should know. You have some dark news. It is writ large upon your aspect. Come, speak. Worn Eaton Almanac. Countless readings over countless generations have left this old tome faded and worn. This tome, it is notorious, forbidden by the Holy See, of course, and a frequent trophy in the Inquisitor's raids on unbelievers. If you found this in the Steel Vigil, it can only mean that the unbelievers infest the ruins. They must have been tasked by the Dronians to keep watch and thwart any attempts to rebuild the vigil, traitorous to their blood. I would that they had but one black heart. My sword would pierce its rotten core and forever rid us of their kind. And we have new gear. Which I will get my nice green gear back, but I need to head over here. I think. Oh right, it's in that building. And ouch. We need to head upwards. And we'll talk to Medul first. Thank the Fury. You're safe. I thought my revenge had been the death of you, but you say it's the monster that's dead. Thank you, kind girl. And Mithril Rosary, a standard rosary carried by followers of the Shkardian Orthodox Church and the Holy See. And would you look at that? You found his rosary! As bright as the day his father put it around his neck. They say mithril never loses its luster. Not like life, eh? Fall to a dragon, go to heaven. Fall to aught else, who gives to hells. That's the Ishgard way. He was a scout, and a good one, I'm told, but he died a fool's death, and fools deserve no justice. They found him, and left his things where they lay. Left him where he lay. His own comrades. But you didn't, did you? You picked this up and brought it to me. A good heart and a noble soul. To keep your promise and do a kind thing unbidden. You are the justice I sought, adventurer, and now I may live out my days in peace. Yeesh, that's kind of bad. And we got another level. I thank you for her safe return, but she is much subdued and will not tell me what passed at the Weeping Saint. I shall want answers, and quickly. And we hand over the dull knife. A strangely furtive man, you say, gazing fixed upon my girl and armed in a holy place? It may well be an unbeliever, for who would risk doing such things? A girl of noble blood who eschews the seclusion that is her due makes an excellent prey. Of course I know this. Many think me a scandal for allowing a daughter to run wild, and of course I worry every day and every minute. Yet I would not take the world from her. She is what she is, a rambling rose, and she cannot help what she was born to. I will keep her safe, from a distance mayhap, but safe. Might want to do a better job of it. Julene. Adventure, did you find what my heart seeks? Crystal rosary, carved from elementally aspected crystals by noble-born Julian of Ishgard. There they are. How strange to see them again after all that has passed. Thank you for finding so many. I thought mayhap that there would be one missing. Matignant has it, I believe, and so this rosary binds us together. Was he an unbeliever? His faith was not the conflagration that other men set to the house of their heart, yet I do not know, and never shall. I sought to mislay all memory of him, but he was my great friend as well as my betrothed. A lady of Ishgard does not deny a friend, even if the ways of the world would have us deny our own fathers and husbands, and so I shall never forget Matigini and the dude whose name I can't say. Do I want that helm? Or do I want that? Or do I want that? Well, I kind of like that, so I'm going with that. Okay, so we just have those quests to do. Or turn in, sorry, not to do. And I keep going the wrong direction. So I will jump onto the carbuncle and do the main scenario quest, which is over there. And then to get over there is to go over here. Actually, first I'll talk to Sid and Nothano. I'm glad we left the observatorium. The people there were not friendly. Though even here I can feel eyes upon us. We are not safe. We came to find an airship, yet now we meddle in Ishgardian affairs of state? Gods, Valasay were here. I would never hear the end of it. And we need to head over this way. Storied Knight. I find more to you, miss. Lord Harshmont tells me you possess a great deal of experience, certainly more than the green boys I mean to test today. If you will allow, I would like to even the odds by setting all three against you. No objections, yes? Let us begin. Knights to arms! Thanks for the warning! And because I'm just that much higher ahead of him, I won't even need to summon my chocobo. But I will do that shortly after anyway. And one to go. Ta-da! Ha! You certainly lived up to Lord Harshafont's expectations. 'Twas a privilege to watch you fight, miss. And so I will jump onto the carbuncle again and ride over to turn in the main scenario quest and also those side quests. But first we'll start with those side quests, and I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. We'll turn in the side quests first. Ah, there you are, and let us toast to a job well done. I've just finished brushing Sebastian. He will get some squash with his hay tonight. Coerthas spoke highly of you, and he is right, I think. There is much to be said of a woman who is sworn not to a master, but to her work. With adventurers, one need only speak the end and devise their own means. Coerthas. From the smug look on your face, I should say there are 4 fewer wolves in Coerthas today. Show me the pelts and complete your triumph. The snow wolf hide, the rough white hide of a mountain-dwelling snow wolf. These are they. See you the markings here? With these hell pups gone, all our peoples shall breathe easier. How near it is that we scorn death in the maws of a ravening beast. These men died in a battle as surely as any on the dragon pyre. When knights are thin upon the ground, it is the lowly of the house who suffer, grooms and washers, porters and yeomen. Our house patches with adventurers whatever is threadbare, but some of the other high houses continue to bar the gates against outlanders altogether, or treat them with such disdain that any service they accept must surely bear a taint. Honor is how justly we just treat others and who serve the cause alongside us, in life and death. Out of honor flows all that makes a man of a boy, and a woman of a girl. Surely when we meet alone in the afterlife, 'tis honor she judges, not pride. And clearly has another quest for us, but I got better boots. And we'll talk to Serintal. Wishes to discuss with you the latest difficulties at Dragonhead. A word, if I may. Have you the inclination to undertake another commission? I will not ask if you do not look rested and refreshed. You may have heard whispers of it, but a patrol lost its way in the blizzard and wandered into the ogre's belly. Needless to say, not all of them returned alive, and the sawbones have been carving all manner of bits off of those that did. They mistook Will-o'-the-Wisps for the light of the camp and were lured to the cave. We've enough perils around us without those quizzing devils amusing themselves thus. We cannot have men gainsaying their own eyes, afraid to trust the lights they see in the distance. Will you take yourself to the ogre's belly and dispatch those wykes? And those are over there, but we will talk to Harshifont first. I observed everything from the western wall. Splendid performance, Lebrian. Mayhap you have discerned this during your short time here, but House Fortamps regards outsiders differently than the other high houses. We have no objections to employing the adventurers and sellswords, for example, whereas the others have, for all intents and purposes, forbidden the practice. They do so at their peril. To disregard a man's talent solely because of the circumstances of his birth is short-sighted and foolish. You know, after watching your spar with our knights, I am reminded that you are a woman of action. Doubtless you would rather take a more active role in my inquiries, yes? Then let us discuss how you can do just that. And... normally I'd take that, but it's a harness, so... Lord Harshifon has a proposal for how you might participate in his investigation. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Vortomps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. Lady Nine of mine own house, Vortomps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Cravenline of House Hale and Art, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps you will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Vortomps. Do not consider yourself with House Zaymail. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. So we will do that, and that's there, and there. So we'll do those first, but we will start southward first. Because then I can teleport back up and then do that one. And as you can see, there's a fate, and I'm ignoring them. They're big goo-boo. And we'll start with the southernmost one first, and then do the next. Actually, no, we're not, because I said I would teleport, didn't I? So we will head into this one here. Creveline. Hello, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harshifon? I want to help you. I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helenart into chaos. Right now we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. I have a hunch that you're probably correct, and that your focus should indeed be there. And so now we'll head to the observatorium and talk to Forlamart, or is Forlamont, because I think that one, Lord Harshimont said that Nine was in Dragonhead itself, or there. We'll find out. But does the hat actually increase your intelligence? Okay, and I will ride the carbuncle up and see how well I do. Well, so far so good. And we're talking to Forlamont, as I guessed correctly. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Harshifon's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Guardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madame, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Gilame arrived in Coerthas, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Harshifon wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice, but if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. I think, on the other hand, you guys are... Ha! I was sneaky. Kind of. And I should be safe from there. So now I need to teleport to Camp Dragonhead just to save a little bit of time, and then I will talk and do that main scenario quest, and then I will talk to Lord Harshivant again, and then I will probably do those side quests, depending on what the next, oops, I was heading the wrong direction. I need to head over here. Hello. Why, hello, good madame. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Forthams does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halenart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. I smell fishy. Fishy, 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 fishy. I like jumping over the table there. Lord Harshivant, by your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Coerthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. And we'll talk to Lord Harshivant again. Lord Harshivant, new sword, new sword, new sword! Yay! Lord Harshivant is concerned for Lord Francel's well-being. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom which has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen headed north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Durranian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. And that is partly why I left that, because generally speaking, when you have side quests in a specific area, the main scenario quest generally is also in that area. So that's over there, but we will do those first. But I need to go this way. There's an archer afoot. It is a robin? No, I did not think so. I will go this way. And make sure I'm looking at the ground so I don't fall into the hole. Oh, I need to go up there anyway. No. Yes. Do I? What's over here? I can't remember. No, we'll ignore those anyway. And there's a Will-o'-the-Wick. Will-o'-the-Wick? Will-o'-the-Wick? Whatever. Something. I don't think I need to use anything on you. If you look good, but I am not opening up the crafting log. I am going to summon my chocobo. A little slower than anticipated. And so we have 3 more to go. There is 1 and there's 2 over there. And if I'm lucky, the fate that usually spawns over here will not spawn, because if it does spawn, it spawns right there. And don't really want to have to run around avoiding it if I don't have to. And there we go. Now I will call that over. Oh, I can't because you're on cooldown. I'm calling you over. I'm probably going to get spotted by that one. We will find out. get one of the little kills before that turns this way. Oh, look at that. We're lucky, and it turned the opposite direction. So we will be able to avoid it and infect. Excuse me. Okay, and there we go. And yes, a new week has started. Server timey thing. So it considers a new week, and it's very purpley in here. So that's why I had the Bosom Buddies. One is almost complete. So, and I will turn up here, and then I will head over that way. I believe that's the XIV camp that I need to head into. This way. And I will ignore the wolves. And I will zoom out a little bit. Ah, yes, this little mini XIV camp. Anything worth noting? Yes, dropped lumber. And I'm betting... Oh, it turned away. Ha 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 ha! Slow interaction. And we have some XL here. And I'm just gonna bring them down over here. Because then I won't have to worry about those other two. Or at least I shouldn't. Because I should be far enough away out of their eye spottingness. And Chocobo, just gained more experience and out of curiosity, is close to another level. Yay! And so we will now head up there to do the main scenario quest. Well, this is definitely faster than running, but it's also still very slow. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction too. I need to go this way. And I should be able to avoid the big hole in the ground. And there's a whole bunch of little sheepy. So cute. Who wants to kill those? Sadly, with my main character, I had to kill them a lot to try to get some of the drops that I needed for my crafting. Because it was cheaper than trying to buy them on the market board. Alrighty, so over here I have to talk to Francel here. And actually, before I talk to him, if you had explored, you'd also see these knights along here. So, for example, if I talk to this unfit knight, hint, where is Lord Francel? Please, you must find him. So, Francel. Who goes there? Slayerin? No, stay back! The fiend is still here! The Grand Avis. Well, I'm not worried. I'm gonna beat it. What's a little Avis to me? And ta-da! All done. Oops. I clicked off the game again. Me and my stupid clicking. Did I mess anything up? Now let's see. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Nope, we're good. Good. And Francel. Helen be praised, you did it! But what of the others? The 3 knights who accompany me? Where are they now? Well, I know that one is apparently right there. And another is right here. Unfit knight. Aiding. Confound it all! How are we to redeem House Helenar if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Helenar will remember your kindness. And hopefully that will be... Oh, I didn't think I was going to be so fortunate. I guess I will take it down. And we still have one more to find. Sorry, one more night to find. I got distracted. I was making sure stuff was recording properly. I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you. I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. The Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, miss. Bless you. Do. We need to find the other one, and I don't think the other one's up over here. Oh, it is right here. Good guess. Unnerved night. Eating. Curse those fiends! It's as though they knew we were coming. That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Perhaps they did know you were coming. Francel, who is still here. Eating. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Halenart that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have none not to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. And actually we'll just teleport to Camp Dragonhead, and we'll turn in those side quests that we had, and then we'll talk to Lord Haurchefant. Side quest over here. Belmont. What news, sister? What is it that you carry? Black yew log. When boiled in water, the bark of this rare yew found growing only in the 12's wood turns black as pitch. This is black yew from the North Shroud. Unknown in Coerthas, the Ixal make of it living blinds and walls, but the yew being slow to grow, why would they bother to cut it down and convey it west? Unless the Ixal mean to stay here. This is the beginning of a settlement. While the Ishgardians busy themselves with with dragons, the birdmen are stealing this patch of Coerthas from right under their noses. I tell you, unless the Holy See acts now, the Ixal will rapidly gain a foothold in this area. That means more war, and though that means more work for the likes of me, I have enough as is. And apparently you have another side quest for us. Belmont requires your service, and his air of command is hard to resist. The Ixal are moving into Coerthas in a lasting way. It's no small task to bring those logs from the 12's wood this far west. They must be using their cursed balloons, those shite boards, even their supplies of wings, and what comes out of the balloons goes into the ground of Coerthas. We need to hit them now before their settlements get bigger. The Ishgardians won't give a swiv till it's too late. I know my own people. Take this letter to a reprobate named Isidorel. We fought together in the Quiver once. His levies garrison at Volgord Float. I fight not for Ishgard in this matter, but if they want to consider it a debt, fine by me. It goads me that the Ixal are waltzing into Coerthas right under my nose. And so we will talk to Lord Haurchefant over here. In here. Hoppity hop. Or I guess we'll talk to Coerthas first. Forest? Back so soon and with full success? Those wykes never knew what struck them, I'll wager. Why alone it is good to have something go well. Ah, forgive my outburst. It has been a difficult week. Moon. Some longer span of time. Like a siege through none exists, and man cannot live in a constant state of unhappy strain. The success you convey back to me means a great deal. And Lord Haurchefant. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. Sword. Equip, equip, equip. Ha ha ha. Your sword. Anyway. Lord Harshifant suspects that someone is conspiring against Lord Francel. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Coerthas, so he may have some inkling of who would be responsible. Okay, so we will head down over there. And obviously we have the... right, that dude there. Those other side quests, but we will get to those in a bit. Because obviously I have to teleport to Thanalin. And then here is, well, it's technically really close just here. I just have to go down there. But it'd be faster just to teleport. So we need to head over into this building. Buddy hop. And, oops, I ran past who I'm probably supposed to talk to. Yes, Rickman. Eh? Someone tampering with shipments? Fury struck me down if all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a house Hellenort man through and through. This heresy's nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters we were bringing the shipment did it, though. I only know most of them what work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Eh? Could it have been the fellows what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian knights and inquisitors thought of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Sigh. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. I guess I will do that. But first, I'm going to turn in those quests in Thanalin, and then the Black Shroud. Just to have those done before I teleport back to Camp Dragonbone Head, whatever, because I can actually just use the return button. So, since I'm here, I don't see anything else, but I do know I need to go this way. And unfortunately, there's no real close Aetheryte that I could use. Well, I could have teleported from there to there, but not a whole lot of point with that. So we'll slowly move our way over here. And then we need to head a little further ways, and I believe right over there. Yes. Swinscott. Welcome, welcome. What made a discerning? Oh, not here to buy, then might I suggest you browse quietly? I'm quite busy. And come on now. Oh, I guess I have him selected already. Duh. I know what I'm doing. From Edwin and Coerthas? Oh dear. My friend, may I call you that? Oh well then, Celebrian, there's a problem with this Ceruleum. If you think Edwin is vexed, you have no idea how difficult this is for me. Oh? Caught between a rock and a tight place, a middleman will always produce a pot of grease. Find out what Sintgott has in mind. Angry about the Ceruleum order being late, is he? Friend, pardon me, Celebrian, I understand his situation. I really do, and I would ship the stuff to him if I had any. The fact is, it's been a mighty struggle for many moons to procure processed Ceruleum from Amagina and Sons, and now they've entirely ceased doing business with most vendors. It's a hard life being the middleman, my dear lady. We pay for the sins of the producers like Amagina, and what do we get from them in return? Get them in turn. Not so much as a how do you do. Edwin's curl is with them, not me. Tisk, do you not know? The concern has the exclusive right to mine Ceruleum in northern Thanalan. They can do whatever they want. You can always try them directly. Go talk to Papa Wazoo at Camp Bluefog. Though I warn you, he's a smug little toad. And that is up over here, and we will... guess we'll teleport there and travel there quickly, and obviously then I can attune to the Aetheryte that also happens to be there, which is convenient because eventually we'll be headed in that direction anyway. So I need to head northward, but I need to go this way. And I basically can just follow the train tracks because... well, that's where we need to head. So there's actually two ways you could go. As you can see, there's the train tracks here, and dead end. Well, the way to go is actually over here. Up those stairs, up these, and into this mine. Which is really kind of a gateway, I guess. Though they probably do their mining there, right? So... Northern Thanalan. And before I do anything, I shall attune to the Aetheryte. And... ah, there is one. And I almost moved too soon. And so we will talk to dude over here. Papa Wazoo. Papa Wazoo. And who are you? Adventurer. No, I don't remember ordering any, and I would remember something like that, seeing as I'm the employee of the moon for the 9th time. Thank you. Shush now, I'm listening to the scruffy lady. An inquiry about the processed Ceruleum shipment from Sintgott and Ulda. Interesting. And apparently you have a quest for us. When Ceruleum is thin on the ground, plots grow thick. None other than Papa Wazoo, the 9-time employee of the moon, wishes to consort with you. So, we may have shared a problem here, as unlikely as that sounds. We would love to ship Ceruleum, but there's far too little of it coming out of the plant. I suspect thievery. A little skimming off the top, Furthermore, I suspect the porters I was just going to keep an eye. Wouldn't want trouble with the labor confraternities, you know, but you are welcome to doubt and question them. And I use one problem to solve another. Brilliant! And I'm glad I chose to do this, because I would have missed that quest. Would have actually gave me... Where am I going? I think I ran past them. Yes, I needed to go down here. Which I could have just gone around, but that's okay. Spirited Porter. Bless me, Maldal, let there be no creature features today. Your name be praised. I don't get paid enough for this. And don't. Steel and Ceruleum? One, I ought to punch you in the face for impugning my reputation. Impugning. Two, you think I'd still be here with my arse out in the wind if I'd made off with that kind of loot? We're doing honest work out here with all the manner of nasties just yalms away. You doubt my words, go check the ceruleum in those barrels. Ain't nothing missing from what's in the books. And processed ceruleum. Why is it purple? Oh, that's why it's purple. There's kobolds. Cerulean kobolds, to be accurate. There we go. And we'll probably have 2 more to fight here. Or 1 anyway. Nope, 2 more. Joy. We'll switch you to attacker stance because it's just faster. Was I? Oh, I don't think I was. Anyway. The last one's over there. I'm guessing there's probably another one there. That was an interesting death sound. Interacting with the last processed ceruleum. And I was right, there is 2 here. Spirited Quarter. Kobolds? Drinking ceruleum? Now I've seen everything. Well, I guess I don't need to get me a champion from the confraternity. That's a relief. But we'll have to make an extra trip to the plant to make up for what those cursed toppers put down the hatch. And obviously we need to talk to the porter. And anyway, as I was saying, I'm glad that I did this because I've missed that there was a gear piece for it. And it's the chest piece area. I believe I probably didn't do this one for the longest time when I originally did this as well. Interesting. Kobolds. No, I definitely didn't order any. We do sometimes though for business reasons. Everybody does it. Shush, you could stop talking now. So, I'll have to hire guards for that whole area and... Oh, an idea! Raise the price and call it a special security surcharge. Uh-huh. Well, we'll equip that. Remember, we're getting pretty black here. Oops. Just the gloves, and obviously you can see why they don't have the helm displayed. It just looks kind of goofy. Anyhow, Papawazu would offer you another commission and a chance to admire him if the mood strikes you. No thank you. Anyway, the ceruleum must flow. No more delays in shipping. Another brilliant coup by Papawazu. Oh, is that a feather for my cap? Why, thank you very much. So, you can tell Suntigot that his shipment will be there in just a few days. Unfortunately, there'll be a wee increase in price. Security surcharge, you know. Everybody does it. Shady. And then we'll head over to the Black Shroud after this. And hopefully there's actually a string of quests there as well. And if there is, I will try to do those quickly. And of course I have to make my way over here. And obviously the quest is right there. Syndicate. Welcome, welcome. What might a discerning... Oh, it's you, Solarian. Talk to Papa Wazoo. Really? He said a matter of days? So, my dear lady, you're telling me they're shipping what's owed me, but charging more for it. I wish Amashina and all his sons the joy of my kill. I hope it gives them gout. I do appreciate you sorting this out, and with that Patok Papa Wazoo, no less, a discerning middleman such as myself will certainly remember you for future commissions. And apparently that means right now. A middleman is the pepper of commerce. Useless alone, excellent in moderation, pernicious in excess. Whichever one since God happens to be, he has a task that might interest you. Thanks to you, I'll be able to make my ceruleum shipment to Coerthas. That's a load off my mind. The middleman has not but his name, you know. Headed back to Camp Dragonhood, I assume. Tell Edwin to start laying out his vats, for that's how soon he will have his ceruleum. He won't take my word for it, though, since Papa Wazoo's made a liar of me, but tearing while Koblins drank my shipment. Take this to Edwin as a token of my apology, and don't you sample any. I will not sin, but first we'll go to the Black Shroud, over to Balgord Float. And of course I start running in the wrong direction. Why wouldn't I? Anyway, the person whom we need to speak to is Isildur here. Darn and blast, that hurts. I hate being wounded worse than being dead. They call me the ram that batters, not the battered sheep. Celebrian, eh? Well, state your business. Letter to Isildur, a neatly drafted report of XIV activity in Coerthas. A letter for me? From Belmont? Well, well, I tell you, how the best tactics officer of the White Rams ever had can suffer to be a Moylan sellsword. That one I'll never understand. The roads haven't rusted that bucket of his. If he says the shite birds are moving into Coerthas, that's good enough. We White Rams owe the XL pain. Tell him whatever we can do, just name it. And apparently you have a quest. You weren't supposed to. Ah. A wounded animal is a dangerous animal, and the White Ram convalescing in Balgord Float fits the bill. Whatever Isildur has in mind, best to say yes. Darn and blast, that hurts. Darn me for being careless about those Ixal. Blast them for slicing me up like a side fish. Here now, before you go all the way back to Coerthas, why not stretch your legs a little? Get those Ixali wild talons for me. They have the look of newcomers to this area. That means they won't stray from where I saw them. The Gilmore ruins. Look for a fresh kill, something big. Looking for whatever. Right there, anyway. Fortunately, it's close, so... This way. And... over here. We need to we need to go over here. And I don't care if that spots me. Antelope carcass, and of course something else spotted me. Okay, I will run away. I did not mean to use that skill. Oh, it seems both of them stopped, so that's good. Antelope carcass. I'll just zoom out a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean basically the whole time. Way. Xali Wild Town. Get back here, Chocobo. Way to go. Who said you could drag the tree with you? There we go. So head back in and talk to Isidore. And then I'll head back to Coerthas, provided that we don't have another quest from him. Isidore, did me a good turn, did you? Much appreciated, Celebrian. I'll be paying their friends a visit when I'm back on my feet. Still, Molcott's going to tear me a new one for letting the wildhounds get a jump on me. This way I can at least tell her the birds didn't live too long afterwards. And of course, there's a quest. Istoreel's companion has been taciturn till now, but when Irian has something to say, all present are advised to listen. Well met, adventurer. May I call you Celebrian? I'm Irian, a tactical officer of the White Rams, and apparently a medic, for I find myself ordered to keep an eye on this slug. Oh, shut it, Isidore. So the matter you were speaking to Isidore about. I'm certain Instructor Molcott will be keen to hear of the Ixal's movement in the west. Best you talk to her straight away and make plans. That be Maya Molcott, the leader of the White Rams and an instructor of the gods' quiver. She bids this day as Iguina Spire to the north. Take Beaumont's words to her. And do watch yourself. Maya Molcott's slain as many Ixal in battles as there are trees in the woods of Proud Creek. She can be scary. Waste her time with baffles or bluster, and she might use you as Ixal bait. Good to know. So obviously that's right there. So we will quickly do that, and hopefully she doesn't have any quests for us. So, yeah. The video might be a little longer than normal. But these are kind of a string of quests, so it kind of makes sense to do them as orderly as possible. Maya Molcott. Who scratches at my door? An adventurer on the prowl for Maya Molcott. I am she, born to be the bane of the birdmen. I led the White Rams, an arrow of the gods' quiver aimed at the craven hearts of the Ixal. I see. We must act now, right now, to stop this threat. Extending the defensive line against the Ixal northwest into Coerthas will be no stroll through the woods. But, how the birdies will struggle in the net. I can already hear their little necks breaking. And of course you have a quest. Instructor Molcott commands both fear and loyalty, and one of those will bend you to her will. Resist not and find out what she wants. The White Rams are stationed at Ugina Spire, ostensibly on guard duty. Oh yes, protecting the trees of the forest from the miscreants in the Ixali logging grounds to the north. Very defensive. Play defense long enough, the enemy forgets we can attack. I suppose that was the idea, but now the enemy anticipates us. Those mocking tweeting birds have sealed off the north corridor with a blockade. I spit on their cunning. It keeps me from their wee necks. Adventurer, take down the blockade with this bomb finger. Little bird's not content to have a few more quiet moons before all hells break loose. Fine. The Ixal shall feel the ram right meow. And I guess we need to go this way. Hopefully the druids ignore me. Was that one just eating? Ixali blah blah blah. Speaky English, me do. Bomb finger. And we apparently have Ixal. And we obviously need to talk to the lady again. Nope, it's gonna spot me. And that one's gonna spot me. Gonna be lucky. Am I in a safe spot? I am not. Oh, you stop following me. What about you? Will you go away? Nope. Okay, killing you then. And so we'll talk to her. Well, blast it. A perfect detonation. Put up your little blockades, my wee birds, and down they go like a cradle on a bow. There'll be nothing, but nothing, to stand between the white rams and our prey. And we have the choice between a necklace and a bracelet, and we'll go for the bracelet. And apparently you have another quest for us. The incomparable body language of our people says loud and clear that Milcott requires one adventure, ready to travel, right? Meow. Coerthas and the Twelveswood, busy little birdies they've been, filling their crop with all manner of juicy worms, or a juicy something else. How now, there's a thought, they could be extracting crystals from these trees, treats for the big bird, the primal Garuda. Adventure, are you as fleet as they say? I have a letter going to Coerthas for Belmont, and tell that byblow that he can count on us, and that he'd better be as good as a tactician as he used to be, even if he sleeps on feathered beds now with a strumpet on each side of him. And obviously that takes us back to here, so I guess that works out. So I will teleport there and turn in those side quests, and then quickly do the main scenario quest. Wait, what is the main scenario quest that we're supposed to do anyhow? Ah, speak with the porter. Belmont. Back in one piece. Pardon me if I don't ask about the journey, but what did Isildur say? Think he can get the White Rams interested? Oh, he did indeed. A hastily drafted report of Ixal activity in the Black Shroud. A letter from Mulcott. By the 12, the Ixal are cutting down trees in the Twelveswood, and to offer the crystals to Garuda. 'Tis worse than I thought. She said that, eh? Suppose I have been soft long enough. I've eaten my fine table scraps and slept on a feather bed or two, though I won't swear to the other thing. It's the will of the 12 is what this is. The White Rams in the Twelveswood, me and Coerthas, with whoever will join me, the high and mighty houses of Ishgard can go swive themselves. We'll stop the Ixal with or without him. And Edwin. Back, are ya? Took your time, too. Hope that means something good for my ceruleum. Cherry brandy wine. This particular brandy wine has been aged in cherry wood barrels, giving it a sweet aroma and a deep amber hue. Well, now that is good news. And what's this? A gift from that tight-fisted Sindgod? And a handsome one it is. I'll have to forgive that wretch. The fury smite me if I lie. Quite a tangled skein you unwound there, and well loosed, too. Thank you for your trouble, and just you see, these ballistas will save your hide someday. Ironically, they do indeed. And we need to talk to the porter, who is right here. Apathetic porter. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in the House Hale and Mort shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search your parcels and see what you find. Okay. House Hale and Mort parcel. You find a draconian rosary hidden inside the parcel. House does mail parcel. Nothing. And you find a draconian rosary hidden inside the parcel. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Well, we just found 2 rosaries. Brand of an unbeliever and enemy of the Holy See. Draconian rosary. But that's impossible! Once the knight at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Archivant, I will not be held accountable for this. Well, believe me, dude, I believe you. And we'll talk to Archivant. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? Well, we found 2 rosaries. More draconian rosaries, and every single parcel found bound for Skyfire locks? That's beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Aelinard's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand, and praise Hallen that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. And I'll grab those stabbers. And we'll talk to Lord Harchifont. Lord Harchifont needs your help to clear Lord Francel's name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Aelinard were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to those poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigi. Tell her the House Fortemps asks, nay, demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. But we will leave that for now, and that'll be it for this video. So, thanks for watching.